Hey guys, what's up? I'm David. Today we're gonna take a look at the ISDT Air 8. We're gonna do an unboxing today. I'm gonna show you what's in here. We're gonna take a look at the charger. We're gonna see what it's capable of, and there's some nice features this thing has got. It's very smart, I've been told. And we've got some smart dongles in here, the Battairs, I believe they're called, and you can plug them into your parallel charging lead on your LiPo, and you can actually access all the information of the LiPo on your smartphone. So let's get started. If you're looking to buy a new charger, well, maybe this is a good option for you. Let's check it out. Before I take it out of the box, I just want to say, if you hear a humming noise in the background, it's my 3D printer who is going at it again. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, excuse him. Alright, let's see what's in the box. First thing we see are these Battair plugins. If you plug these into your balance lead of your battery, you actually make this a smart battery. You can connect to your smartphone with it, and you can get all the data from your LiPo on your smartphone, so you know what the voltage is and everything. It's a nice feature, maybe for FPV drones. It's not the kind of thing we're looking for, because these things get snapped off between props quite frequently if I'm not careful. So yeah, but for cars and boats, anything where you can put your battery inside and you have to take the casing off or something like that just to get to the battery and check the voltage and all, this could be really handy. So yeah, nice feature. We're gonna see how that works later. You've got your instruction manual. I'd say just keep following this video and you're not gonna need this thing anymore, but it's always handy to take a look at it. We've got a screen protector, which will come in very handy if we take it into the field and everything, not to get the screen scratched. And then we've got our ISDT Air 8 charger. And it's pretty small. It is a DC charger, so you need to have a power supply to feed this thing. It will not take power directly from your mains. So let's take a closer look at it, and first let's just, yeah, that's so satisfying. Oh yeah. All right, at the top we've got a vent sucking air in, I believe it is. Nope, that's an exhaust vent. That's exhaust. So these openings right here, they will suck air. Air will go in through these openings right here, and it will come out this way. Now, I've got some reflection problems here. So here we got DC in. You provide power using the left side, the XT60 connector. This is a micro USB. This is used for firmware updates. And then at the right side we've got a balance plug and a XT60. So this is where you plug your battery in, and you can go from 2S up to 8S. There we go. And let's zoom in here. So this is the first screen. You can see your voltages right here. If you plug in a battery, this is a 3S battery, it's 300 milliamp hours, and we get some information right here. And we get our system info. So let's get into the menu. Let's see what tasks the ISDT Air 8 can handle. You can charge, you can discharge, there's a storage option, the DC power supply option, and you can destroy your battery. Okay, so cells, we can go from 1S up to 8S. Of course, 1S will not have a balance lead. You'll get a warning. current from 1 amp up to 1.5 amps, and that is because this is a 1550 milliamp hour battery, and 1.5 amp, that's 1C. So if I would be using a bigger battery, I could go higher with the amps, of course, but that's what I'm using right now. And if you wanna charge, so you can also, I suppose you can discharge this battery if it's completely full. I suppose you can discharge this battery into the other battery, so you wouldn't be wasting anything, which is nice. Okay, next up we got our chemistries. We've got a LiPo high voltage, we've got a normal LiPo, we've got a lithium ion battery, we've got a Li-Fe battery, a PB, and nickel, what you call it in English, and this. This is actually a LiPo. It's an, I don't know how you pronounce this, but I've been doing some research, and apparently we've got some LiPos now that can go up to 4.45 volts. So they're rated up to 3.5 volts, but you can actually charge them to, come on, go down. Wait a minute, what? I'm still set to discharge. So if you set it to charge, there you go. That's a 4.45 volt battery. I haven't flown one of those. I don't know if there's gonna be a lot of benefit, because they're rated from 3.5 volts all the way up to 4.45 volts. That's actually just a little bit more than a normal LiPo, because a normal LiPo goes from 3.3 volts all the way up to 4.2 volts. So that's only 0.05 volts more, and the HV will be weighing a little bit more, I suppose. So yeah, I do guess you get less battery sag because your battery will be in a higher voltage range compared to the normal LiPo. So you might get some benefits there when you're racing or doing stuff like that, but I don't think longer flight times or anything. I don't really think you're gonna get much longer flight times out of those. I should test them. If anybody wants to send me one of those batteries, I'll be happy to test them. So what am I doing? I'm just pressing buttons right now. I'm sorry about that. I got carried away here. So chemistries, we've gone through all of the chemistries, then the conditions, the number of cells, which is, well, self-explanatory. You've got our charging current, and then we can press start. But this is not a ultra LiPo high voltage battery, so, well, I don't know, the U stands for ultra, I just, yeah, U, it's ultra, you know. So what is our next task? We've got storage, we've been there, DC power mode. Next we got DC power. You can use this as a power supply. You can choose a voltage all the way up to, well, I'm curious how high this one is going to go, all the way up to 30 volts. So that's really nice. Your current can probably go up to 20 amps. Only 10 amps, okay, only 10 amps. And then we got our output on, but we're gonna set it to off. Really nice. Now let's take a look at the system settings from the ISD Air 8 charger itself. Just hold the menu button for a few seconds and you go into this menu. Now the first thing we see is lowest input voltage, which means if you connect a battery to it and you don't want it to go below a certain voltage, you can actually set that voltage right here and protect your battery. We've got maximum input power. So if you power this from a power brick from a laptop or something like that, and you can only go to say 200 watts, well, oh yeah, it's not touchscreen. I keep forgetting it's not touchscreen. Yeah, you can actually select a wattage right here. So the charger knows that your power brick is only capable of going up to the wattage you select right here. Then we got our backlight option. You can set it to high, yeah, middle, low, just like that. Let's set it to high so you can see clearly what's happening on the screen. We got our volume, which is set to, again, I'm pushing the screen, use the buttons, David. Middle, and we've got low. Completion tone, you can set it to repeat or one single time. So I like to set it on repeat because if I only let it go off once, I sometimes forget it. And yeah, so repeat. Language, English. Theme, bright. There's also a dark theme, probably. Everything has a dark theme nowadays. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. So then keep trickle. So do you want to trickle charge your batteries on or off, or keep trickling after they've completed? You can do a self-test, a calibration, a touch key calibration, and here you've got your system info. Okay, and we've got back, and let's go back. Let's take a look at the smart features. These are the Battair dongles. Now, one goes up to 4S and the other one goes up to 8S. I'm going to be using the 4S with my 300 milliamp hour 3S LiPo. So first thing you do is you go to the Play Store or the Apple equivalent. We will need the Battair app and the ISD Link app. Okay, so now we're gonna be plugging in our battery. When you plug in your battery, plug it in from the right side. So from this side right here, you can plug it in from the left side and the lights will go on, but nobody will be home. So we'll be plugging it in from this side. We've also got these handy little clips right there, so you won't lose your dongle. Now we've got an unknown battery right here. I've just pressed the button here once. And you can change your chemistry if you want to. This is a LiPo. Cells are 3S, charge rate 5C, nope. Charge rate 1C. Discharge rate 30C, we're also going to change that into 1C just to keep it safer. Let's just see what happens. Capacity, that is a 300 milliamp hour battery. Manufacturer, well, that's a Beta FPV. You don't have to put that in, but Beta FPV, there we go. And save. So now When we start up our app, we've got our battery right there. You can click it. First up, we see the percentage of the battery, which is not quite right, I think. No, that's not gonna be correct, but we do get the correct cell voltages. We've got our overall voltage and the voltage per cell. We've got our battery information right here. First time you plug this battery into this dongle, you will have to fill in all of this: the name of the battery, the milliamp hours, and how many cells it has. Now we've got our custom settings here. These settings are for charging your battery. You can actually save these settings onto your dongle, and next time you plug it into your ISDT, all you have to do is hit start, and it will start charging with the settings that you saved onto this dongle. So my settings are 4.2 voltage per cell, storage voltage 3.8, charge current is 1 amp. Now that's a little bit much for this Beta FPV 300 milliamp hour battery. It should be 0.3 amps for 1C, but I've already noticed that it will actually choose the charge rate you have put in here. So this 1 amp, it's not important actually. And we've got the auto storage timer. So that's all the app has to offer right here. Once you set it up completely, you press the save button, and then you'll have to press the button on the dongle itself, and it will save all of the information you've put in here on the dongle. Now let's see, when we plug in our battery in the ISDT charger, what actually happens. I've got an adapter here from XT60 to XT30. It's not easy with my camera between me and the charger. Plug in the dongle. Here we have it. These are actually all of the settings I have put into the app. Our task is charge. Our LiPo will charge up to 4.2 volts, and our current is 1C, which is 0.3 amps. Now all I have to do is hit start, and it will start charging with the settings you saved to your Battair. Okay guys, so let's talk about the ISD Link app. When you open the ISD Link for the first time, you gotta hit the plus sign up there, and you gotta add the device, the ISDT. I've already done that, so I can see my Air 8 right here. The ISD Link app allows you to update the firmware. However, I've been trying to update the firmware on this ISDT Air 8, and it's really taking a long time and failing. And yeah, here's another one. I've tried this like 5 times and it just won't update, so I'm not really happy with how this all works. This is actually the main purpose of this app. You can just see your total voltage and the voltage of your cells are while you are charging, and you don't need to walk over to your charger, but you also can't be too far away because it's Bluetooth link. So yeah, it's actually, if the updating would work, it would be a cool app. I just expected more from it, I guess. I really wish you could change the settings in your ISDT. You can just sort everything out from your smartphone and start charging with your ISDT charger, but that's not the case. All this is what you see is what you get here. It just shows you your battery voltage. That's it for this charger. Now I am going to be using this one because it's really handy to be taking into the field, and it's compact, definitely much smaller than my regular charger. It's rated up to 550 watt, which is quite a lot, but you will also need a very beefy power supply if you want to have it reach its full potential. Overall, if you are looking for a good quality charger that is pretty affordable, yeah, it's a good option, I think. Okay guys, take care, see you in the next one.